Gold Les Paul for only $219? Seriously? Hey guys, I am here today with my new Les Paul style guitar from LyxPro. The guys at LyxPro got a hold of me recently and said, hey, would you be interested in reviewing one of our guitars for your YouTube channel? And I took a look at what they had and I was like, absolutely, I want to check out one of these beautiful looking Les Paul guitars. And this one comes in 4 different colors. There's black, green, gold, and actually they call it honey. And then there's also the sunburst finish. Well, I chose the honey one because that one just jumped out at me as like, wow, that is a really beautiful finish. So that's what we've got here today, guys. We've got the LyxPro Les Paul style electric guitar in the honey finish. So first of all, guys, it's pretty much your basic Les Paul style guitar in that it's got 2 chrome covered humbuckers, a 3-way toggle switch, 2 volumes, 2 tones. The body and the neck are both made of mahogany. It's a set neck design, 22 frets, medium frets, really nice vintage style tuners. And the tuners are really good. Like the resistance and the responsiveness when you're tuning and turning them, it's actually really good. These are really good tuners, believe it or not. It does have a plastic nut. It's not a bone nut, but as far as I can tell, I haven't had any issues with the nut as far as the strings getting stuck in there or like tuning stability or anything like that. Okay, before I talk more about the guitar and I point out some more things on this particular guitar, I want you guys to hear it. I'm gonna play it. Here we go, check it out. So what'd you think, guys? I think it plays pretty darn good and it sounds really good. 219 bucks. I mean, it's insane. How do you get a guitar this quality for such a price? We really are in the golden age of like good quality, affordable guitars. I wish it was like this when I was younger, but it wasn't. But now, man, you can really get some great stuff at great prices. And this is one of them. If you're a Les Paul player, if you prefer this style of guitar, the Les Paul with the set neck and the scale length of 24.75, and you like Les Pauls, this is a great guitar. Now that being said, I'm not gonna say that this thing is absolutely perfect and that it is flawless. It is not. It does have a few finish flaws that I'd like to point out first. Looking at the top of the body right here, you can see a few marks on the wood. It's not in the clear coat, like you can't feel anything. It's like the wood got a little marked up and then they just cleared over that. And if you look very closely where the neck is glued to the body right here, you can see it's not perfect as well. And then if you look at the top of the headstock right here, again you can see a tiny little bit of a flaw in the finish. I mean, I literally have to put my reading glasses on to even see it. Without my glasses, I don't see anything. That's how small it is. And let me say guys, when you're looking at the videos and the pictures, if you think like the pickups look a little off or anything, or the pickguard, I haven't pulled the plastic off anything yet. So the plastic is still on both pickups, the pickguard, and the plastic is still on the control cavity cover. So if it looks like a little weird or white or something, that's just the plastic because I haven't pulled it off yet. All right, I want to talk about the strings and the neck next. If you get this guitar, you know, these budget guitars, very low price, they're gonna come with like really cheap strings usually, pretty much all the time. So one of the first things you're gonna wanna do is change the strings. Take the strings off, put a better set of strings on there, Ernie ball or whatever you use. That's gonna be one of the first things you wanna do. It's gonna make it play and sound a lot better. I haven't changed the strings on this except for the small E string. And I only did that because like the first day that I got it, I was playing it for like a couple of hours and I was like shredding away, and all of a sudden the first string broke. I would like to think that that was the power of my super fast shred picking, and I was just like, and I just shredded my way right through the string. Maybe, maybe not. But the point is, the string broke, and so I just changed that one. Really, I should change all of them, and I will at some point. Now, about the frets, guys. The frets are a little bit grungy. And what I mean by that is like, when you're playing it, you're gonna get like gray fingertips. And then when you look at the frets really closely, you can see they're not like finely polished or really clean. So, since I'm telling you to change the strings anyway, you're taking off the strings, clean up the frets. There's different ways you can do that. You can take some lemon oil. You might want to put lemon oil on the fretboard anyway, right? Because that's going to make the fretboard nicer. So while you're doing that, you can kind of polish up the frets, or you can do it with steel wool. That works really well. If you've never cleaned frets with steel wool before though, watch a video on it first so you don't do any damage to the guitar. Once you do that, you clean up the fretboard, you put new strings on it, this thing's gonna be playing like a charm. I checked the neck to see if it was straight as an arrow. No need to even adjust the truss rod on this one. One thing that I did do, guys, is I took my screwdriver and I raised up the action just a little bit because the action was actually a little bit too low for me, which is surprising because I like really low action. It just didn't feel quite comfortable. Really easy to adjust the action on these. If you look at the bridge right here, there's 2 screws on either side, and you literally, all you need is just a simple plain little screwdriver. You put it in there, you turn it one way, it'll come up, you turn it the other way, and it's gonna go down. Really easy, anybody can do it. The overall construction on this is really nice, guys. I mean, we're pretty much at the point where the Chinese manufacturers, they've got the Les Paul down pat. They know how to make a Les Paul. Everything is good. The set neck design, the angle of the neck, I can get low action, the bridge, the pickups, everything is built really nicely. The finish in most places is really good. The binding is good. The fretwork is good. I have the action where I want it, and there's no fret buzz. None of the frets are buzzing out. So they've done, you know, overall on this, the construction, the setup, they've done a really good job. All right, now, there's one thing that I have to point out that's pretty much on the disappointing side, but I'm not gonna blame LyxPro for this. I think this was some shipping damage. If you look right here on this part of the bridge where the stud goes into the body, this side of the bridge appears to have been pushed into the body a little bit further than it was supposed to. Take a look at these 2 pictures because I want to show you the difference between the left side and the right side. And you can see that the right side has been pushed down into the body further than it's supposed to be. Now, I seriously doubt that that was done at the factory or that was a manufacturing issue. I'm pretty sure that would have happened during shipping. So it's fairly easy to happen, right? You've got the guitar in the box. This was delivered via UPS. They've got tons of packages, tons of boxes, some of them heavy. something got put on top of it, or they banged it against the wall or something, who knows, but right there, that's kind of the high point. So if something hit the box right there, it could have pushed it, put enough pressure to push that down into the body just a little bit. So that damage is there. You can see it cracked the finish a little bit because of that. But I do have to say, it has zero effect on the playability of the guitar or the sound or anything. I'm still able to adjust the action perfectly just by turning that screw and get it right where I want it. Now, if I had purchased this guitar, but remember I didn't, LyxPro sent it to me, but if I had bought this on Amazon and it arrived to me with that damage, that would be unacceptable. Even at a, $219 price, I'm not paying to get a damaged guitar. So at that point, I would return it. Now let me talk to you guys about why this is not a big deal. When you buy this guitar on Amazon, if you look at the listing page, it says free returns. Some of you might not know what that means. You can return the guitar and you don't have to pay for the shipping. You literally just put the guitar back in the box, you go on Amazon and indicate that you're gonna return it, and they give you like a code in your email. You take it to like the UPS store, you show them the thing, they scan it, and then they send it back. You don't pay for shipping, and you get a full refund, just like that. It's super easy. I've had to do it with other products, not just guitars, but just anything in general. Not every product on Amazon allows you to do free returns, but this guitar does. If I had purchased this, and the damage was there, and I'm like, I'm a Les Paul guy, I really want this guitar, I like it, I love the gold finish, I like the way it sounds and plays, I really want this guitar, but that damage, oh come on. Then at that point, I would have just returned it, got a full refund, and then just order another one. The chances that the next one coming is gonna have that same damage, I mean, it's practically zero. I've had tons of guitars delivered to my house over the past few years, and this is probably like the worst damage that has happened to any of them. It's gonna happen. Things get broken in shipping. It happens. But it's rare, and like I said, if it does happen, you just return it, you get a full refund, you really like the guitar, you still want it, you just order another one. So don't let that little bit of damage deter you from buying this guitar. It's a really nice Les Paul style guitar. I mean, it looks good, it plays good, it's comfortable to play, I like the neck, the fretwork is good, it sounds good. I mean, I really don't have anything to say against this guitar other than it's got those few minor finish flaws that I pointed out, and then that little bit of damage, which really doesn't affect the guitar anyway. So bottom line, guys, you like Les Paul style guitars, you like this color or one of the other colors, and I mean, look, the body, everything. If I held it up like this, it's like, yeah, that's a Les Paul. It's not until you look at the headstock and go, okay, well it says LyxPro on it. If this is your ideal guitar and that's around your budget, 200 bucks, I mean, you kind of can't go wrong with this. So if you guys want to check out this guitar, I've got a link for it in the description. Go check it out. It's a well-made Les Paul electric guitar. What else can you say? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.